Okay, so the girl's next. Does that make sense? So just straight in, we can change the depth of that up here. You can see it's got to be 70 to be exact. Right, that's good. Now the girl. Okay, so we just need her in here. This will be red eventually, but just for now. So file, place. Okay, we want the girl photos here, and she's got to be. Okay, so I'm going to paste her in there. So she's already got, my one's already been deep etched and got a path on it, but I'm going to go back, display performance, high quality, and show you how to just deep etch her quickly. Okay. Alright, there's the girl that's going to go in here, and as you can see, as we flip this around, it'll all start to come together. Okay, flip this one around. We want to start to do text now. So there's the girl, there's that. Okay, we need all this text now in bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is draw a big text box over here, and go File, Place. Okay, so in our Assets folder, there's DPS, double page spread text. Go open. I'm going to paste it in, and that will just paste all of my text into here in one big document. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is formatting this text as close as we can. So I'm going to draw a text box. We'll snap it into the grids that we've got in the background, which is going to work well. Okay, I'll just get that up a bit. So this one's here. Yep, so snap this to where it's going. This has got 3 columns. Okay, we need this text, and we just know based on this thing, most of this text is Helvetica Neue 9. If you don't have Helvetica, that's fine, just do it close. Helvetica Neue 9/11 with 2mm space after. So most of the text is that. So as a rule, what we will do is do all of that first. So this text, if I select all of that text, Command A, select all, and if I change the font, things like that. So this one will be Helvetica Neue regular. Okay, we know the point size is 9 up here on 11. Okay, we're going to use paragraph spacing here. This one here. Okay, you can see where I'm clicking here. 2mm space after. So we're kind of on the right track to start to put this text in. So this text is going to be different again. So if I go back, it's all about back and forth. This text here, we know Helvetica condensed. So the heading is 32 here, right? And the body copy is 14/15. So it's all just, this is really good just for back and forth. This one, I'll just do one of these headings, goes from petrol down to petrol. So that's when you start to work this stuff out from this one. So from here, so it goes from there. So grab the first thing, and I don't copy that, I tend to cut that. So if I go edit, cut, I'll cut the heading text out. Then I know when it's not in this box, I know that it's been used rather than double up. Right. So this guy's going to go in here, move your box out, go to whatever they told you the size was. So this one's Helvetica Neue condensed black. We know it's bigger. So whatever it tells you to do the size on the other side. Yep. So that's going to be there. Okay. This stuff, same again. Check your size from the other one. I think it was 14 or. Okay, so you're going to go through. You might be using space after, but that looks quite good. That text is all going to be white. So back to our swatches. White. That's pretty much right. So when we flip this box around, there's lots of moving stuff around. So if I hide guides, which is down here, as you can see here, it's starting to look a little bit like it should. So this girl, will pull her up to here as she snaps to the bottom. So that's pretty much what you will be doing. Okay, that's the top. Same one with the other side. What I would do on this one, I would just either edit, copy, edit, paste in place. I've just pasted a box exactly on top of the old one. Move that across. Then you can come back in and put your next text into there. Okay. So that only on a small screen here, so it's a bit tricky. So this text then will be going across and putting it into the next one. Okay. So that's all right. That's the top part of it. With the girl, I'll just really quickly. If I right click on the girl and say graphics, reveal in Finder, that's her there. I can open that girl. I can drag her onto Photoshop and open her in Photoshop. And just for now, I'm just going to. Okay, this is how you would have got this one. I just did want to show you this one. The girl's got a background. Okay, so what I want to do here, so is if I close this file now, if I go back to InDesign, you know this stuff. Okay, so this. Under our links palette, this girl has had something done to her. So you can see here, I'm going to relink that, and that's how yours will come in. Okay, so you've pasted the girl in. We want to right click on this girl, you can say edit with Photoshop. Alright, that'll open her in Photoshop. So just quickly, I'll do this video in 2 parts, but for the first part we've got this girl. We want to select all this background. This is quite simple because it's all really one color. So with this one, okay, with the quick selection tool, if I click on that, it pretty much will just, you can see where it's selected. So just come around and that's just got the girl. You can see the ant selected all the way around. So if I go up here, select inverse, it'll flip my ants around so you can see it's just her. And a really quick way is a quick mask. So under the layers palette down here, you can even see here it says add layer mask. So that's automatically is just masked her out. So if I save her, come back to my InDesign document, and as I've updated the job that's linked, it will automatically link it. If it doesn't automatically link it, you'll get a little error message over here. Just click on this one and go relink. But that's it, she's good. Logos are in there. This text now, this is the next thing, okay? So we might do this column first and then we'll come back and do the rest. But I've got a text box there, okay? I'm going to do it in 3 columns so you can see these columns here. So one, you can see there's 1 column it's just put in. There's 2 columns, and underneath here I'm going to make this 5 to match in line with my initial document, and that should all line up wonderfully if I just line that guy up. Okay, so this text, that's just work your way through the text basically down to we'll cut that bit out. So we're going to go from progress, so from year up to progress. Okay, so I'm going to go edit, I'm going to cut that stuff, I'm going to go into the box that I've done, and I'm going to just paste all my stuff in. Okay, type, show hidden characters. We will work with that under type here. So hide hidden characters. It shows you where your returns are. It's really helpful to know where things go. When you finish this job and view it that way, you don't see any of this stuff, but it's just good to work with all your guides and stuff on. We're going to go through now and we're going to start to set up. So we've just put text in. It runs across 3 columns. A really good trick to this one, to run this stuff into the columns where it has to go. You can see there's 260. There's a return there. People would hit returns until it runs across to the next column. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do, so you can see I've selected that area in there. So if you go function, enter, or on the far right hand side of your key, the enter one, but if you're on a laptop you want the function key and then the enter key, it will push everything to the next column. Okay, so that's what that's done. So if I blow up here, you can see it's given this little that's a return symbol there. It's this function enter is that. Okay, just so you can know what it is. So great place to shop, comes down to here, great place for community. So we're going to go from here, so function enter, so we'll run all of the stuff across to where it's going to be, and everything's got the right line breaks now. We just have to go through and format this text accordingly. Right, so I might stop this here, and then so it doesn't go in too big a parts, and we'll go backwards from there. Okay.